May I have your attention, please? Good afternoon, graduands, friends, and honoured guests. My name is Donald McEwen, and I'm the chaplain to the university. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony of graduation and installation of the Chancellor at the University of St Andrews on this exciting day for you. As part of our proceedings today, the installation of the new Chancellor of the University, Dame Anne Pringle, will take place. And so presiding at today's graduation ceremony is the Chancellor, Dame Anne Pringle. This ceremony is taking place in the Younger Hall, officially opened in 1929. The Younger Hall is the university's venue for graduations and most formal ceremonies. In a few moments, the academic procession will enter the hall. To welcome the academic procession, St Salvator's Chapel Choir will lead us in singing the Gaudeamus. Please do join in. The words can be found in your programme. Now, should the fire alarm sound, please remain seated. The alarm will be silenced and staff will immediately investigate the cause of the activation. Should an evacuation be necessary, the alarm will then sound continuously, and you will be advised of the need to evacuate. Staff will direct you accordingly. Please follow staff direction and leave the hall by the most appropriate exit. In the unlikely event of any other kind of disruption that requires us to take action, an announcement will be made from this stage to advise you on the actions you need to take. Staff will be on hand to assist you. Please follow their instructions. At the end of the graduation ceremony, all our new graduates will join the academic procession, leaving the Younger Hall and walking along North Street and entering St Salvator's Quadrangle through the archway. To supporters, please wait until all our new graduates have left the hall. Ushers will then show you to the nearest exits. Outside, you will be directed to the quad where you'll be able to join our new graduates. Please ensure your mobile phone is switched off or at least is on silent. You're welcome to take pictures and video, but please stay seated to do so. And now, to capture this unique moment, our official photographer will take a picture of those graduating today before the ceremony begins.
Good afternoon. Are we ready for this, are we? Got my best camera with me. Now I can see everybody in the hall, so there's no hiding place. Are we ready? Let's see the smiles down at the front. Perfect, here we go. Excellent, and again. Another one. Superb. Thank you. Congratulations, enjoy your day.
Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoy this ceremony. As you're able, please rise for the Gaudeamus. Oremus. Omnipotens et aeterni Deus, actiones nostras omnes aspirando praeveni, et adjuvando prosequere, ut cuncta nostra operatio, et praesertim hoc quod nunc agredimur opus, a te incipiat, et per te queptum finiatur, quatenus sanctum nomen tuum glorificemus, et misericordia tua vitam aeternam consequamur, per Iesum Christum, Dominum nostrum. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my happy duty as Principal and Vice-Chancellor to welcome you all to this installation and summer graduation ceremony at the University of St. Andrews. I am delighted that all of you can share in the joy of today's historic ceremony. Graduation is the highlight of our academic year. At these ceremonies, students are awarded their degrees, the Principal's Medal is presented, and people of distinction are honoured. We orient our academic calendar around these celebrations, and they are a tradition that speaks to the heart of our institutional mission. This afternoon's graduation ceremony is especially significant as we also mark the installation of our new Chancellor, and it is that very special event that will form the opening part of this ceremony after I have concluded this introduction. It is also a pleasure to welcome you to the Younger Hall, a fitting setting for the celebration of our new Chancellor and of our graduates' achievements. This well-loved venue has been the home of our Chancelleorian installations and graduation ceremonies since its initial opening in 1929. Today's graduands will cross the Younger Hall stage in a style that unites them with the students who for almost a century crossed it before them, and also, of course, with the students who crossed our stages in the 5 centuries before that. The broader graduation tradition, which we observe today, has indeed taken place at St. Andrews since the 2nd decade of the 15th century, when the university was founded, and some of the rituals that were established in the 1400s remain an integral part of the ceremony. These rituals honour our history and signify the assumption of each graduand's place within an institution that has done as much as any other to shape our modern world. We are Scotland's first and foremost university, the 3rd oldest in the English-speaking world, and one of the 25 oldest still operating. Across 613 years, students and academics have gathered here to build and disseminate knowledge, and their ambition has proven resilient to the challenges mounted against them. The religious and political regimes that have reared and crumbled, the pandemics and wars that have beaten at the doors. Ours is not, however, a story of survival, but of leadership. St. Andrews has been at the vanguard of political, cultural, and intellectual developments since our inception, and our people have steered the hands of monarchs and parliaments since our earliest days. And we are now committed to securing the future of our institution for the next 600 years. This is the aim of the university's Making Waves campaign, launched in autumn 2024, and about which you can find out more in your copy of today's programme. The office of the Chancellor, into which Dame Anne Pringle will shortly be installed, predates almost everything around us. It is older than this hall, more ancient than the colleges that now define the university, earlier even than many of the buildings that have become synonymous with St. Andrews itself. Its origins lie in the university's foundation, when Henry Wardlaw, Bishop of St. Andrews, secured the papal bulls of 1413, which enabled the foundation of the university and, as head of the university, assumed responsibility for its governance and welfare. Though the Foundation Bull did not yet name the office explicitly, Wardlaw appears in the university's earliest records as Dominus Cancellarius, Lord Chancellor, and the role emerged from the outset as an extension of the ecclesiastical authority that had brought the university into existence. For nearly 3 centuries thereafter, the chancellorship belonged principally to the bishops and archbishops of St. Andrews, figures whose influence left an indelible imprint on the university's intellectual life, its spiritual character, and its built form. The office has, of course, changed considerably since then. The Chancellor no longer bears responsibility for the university's leadership and day-to-day running or its governance. Those duties rest with the Principal and Vice-Chancellor, the Principal's senior team, the University Court, and the Academic Senate, whose collective stewardship guides the institution's teaching, research, and strategic direction. Even so, the Chancellorship retains an importance of a different kind. As the university's symbolic and ceremonial head, the Chancellor may preside at graduation, General Council, and key university occasions, and represents the enduring connection between the university, its graduates, and the wider world beyond St. Andrews. Many of the places that define the university today owe their existence to chancellors of earlier centuries. James Kennedy, the second chancellor from 1440 to 1465, founded St. Salvator's College, now part of the United College, and its chapel, whose bells will ring for the new graduates this afternoon, as they do after each graduation ceremony throughout the week. Alexander Stewart, the Scottish prelate and pupil of Erasmus and chancellor from 1504 to 1513, was among the founders of St. Leonard's College. James Beaton, chancellor from 1522 to 1539, established St. Mary's College in 1538, which continues to flourish almost 500 years later. The history of the chancellorship is therefore written as much in archives and minute books as it is in buildings through which generations of students have passed, buildings that serve our academic community and continue to stand the test of time. The upheavals of the 17th century altered the course of Scottish ecclesiastical and civic life, and they transformed the chancellorship of the university as well. Following the abolition of episcopacy, the system by which bishops governed the Church of Scotland, in 1689, the office passed decisively beyond its clerical origins and into the hands of those drawn from public, political, military, and intellectual life. Some were deeply involved in the affairs of the university. Others lent their influence and standing to advance its interests beyond the boundaries of Fife. Among the first occupants of this reimagined office was John Murray, 1st Duke of Atholl and 1st Earl of Tullibardine, who was elected in 1697 after what the university described as the great loss occasioned by several years without a chancellor. Murray took the responsibility of advancing the interests of the university very seriously, and he certainly possessed ambition. Indeed, at one point, he proposed a solution to the university's difficulties that may strike us as somewhat radical, relocating the entire institution from St. Andrews to the city of Perth. This was incidentally not the first time this had been tried. King James I of Scotland proposed it to no avail 600 years ago in 1426. This time, however, the scheme came close enough to serious consideration by the university in conjunction with the magistrates of Perth, that those of us assembled here today may feel a retrospective debt of gratitude towards its opponents, and that successive generations of chancellors have displayed a stronger attachment to the East Neuk than to the banks of the Tay. By the 19th and 20th centuries, the office of Chancellor had become associated with some of the most prominent figures in British public life. Stanley Baldwin, the first Earl Baldwin of Bewdley and Prime Minister on 3 occasions during the interwar years, was installed in this very hall shortly after its opening in 1930. Douglas Hamilton, the 14th Duke of Hamilton, whose 25 years as Chancellor from 1948 to 1973 spanned a period of post-war change, brought a rather different style to the office. A pioneering aviator, the first man to fly over Everest, he was known to fly his own aircraft into Lucas, announcing his arrival in St Andrews with a pass over St Salvator's Tower before landing. Few chancellors have made a more memorable entrance. The range of those who have held this office across 6 centuries offers a telling portrait of public life. Bishops and archbishops gave way to princes, dukes, earls, parliamentarians, military commanders, diplomats, and academics. The university has repeatedly entrusted this office to individuals capable of understanding its distinctive character whilst articulating its place within a wider world. That tradition has continued into our own time. The late Right Honourable Lord Campbell of Pittenweem, whose death last September was felt deeply across the university, served as Chancellor for almost 20 years. In him, the university found a figure of public distinction whose commitment to and affection for St Andrews was both particular and profound, and whose steady and generous presence became an integral part of our ceremonial life. We have since welcomed new stewardship. In February of this year, Dame Anne Pringle was elected by the General Council to serve as our next Chancellor. A distinguished diplomat and former British ambassador to Russia, Dame Anne brings to the Chancellorship a wealth of experience, discernment, and public service of the highest order. Her ties to St Andrews are deep and enduring. As an alumna of this university, graduating with a Master of Arts with honours in French and German in 1977, and through her exemplary, principled and discriminating leadership as Senior Governor of the University Court from 2016 to 2020. It is therefore especially fitting that Dame Anne's installation should take place during this week of graduation, when the university gathers to mark individual achievement and to celebrate the shared life of its community. For each generation leaves its mark upon the university in different ways, through those who study here and through those who are called upon to serve it. In welcoming Dame Anne, we mark the beginning of a new chapter in the history of the Chancellorship. I will now explain the choreography of today's installation and ceremony and the rituals which connect us to our forebears. The first of these you have already witnessed when St Salvator's Chapel Choir initiated proceedings with a rendition of the Gaudeamus, and the University Chaplain, the Reverend Dr. Donald McEwen, delivered the opening prayer. In a few moments, the installation of the Chancellor will take place. I will call upon the Registrar and Clerk to the General Council, Dr. Rebecca Widowfield, to read the minute of election. I will then invite Alison Johns, convener of the university's Governance and Nominations Committee and Deputy Chair of Court, to request the installation of the Chancellor on behalf of the university. Dame Anne Pringle will take the oath of office and be robed as Chancellor. I will then call upon the Student President of Union Affairs, Alice Hodges, to give the loyal address. After the Chancellor's installation has concluded, the presentation of degrees by the Chancellor, Dame Anne Pringle, will commence. Today, degrees are conferred both on those many students who are present and on the smaller number of those who are unable to attend and who are thus graduated in absentia. As that phrase indicates, these rituals are conducted partly in Latin, following St Andrew's tradition. For all the graduands listed in this ceremony, present or absent, the Chancellor will call upon the deans of the respective faculties and ask them to present each graduand for their award in turn. and she will then confer the degrees with Latin phrases, one of which, for example, translates as, "I raise you to the rank of Master of Arts, and to symbolize this, I place upon you this cap." To most, though, the Chancellor will simply say, "Et super te," meaning, "and upon you too." The precise moment of graduation occurs when the graduate's cap, or birrettum, which the Chancellor will be utilising, touches the head of the graduand. This academic cap has been used in every ceremony since December 1696, when it was acquired from a St Andrew's tailor, and it symbolises the ascension of our graduands into graduates and their assumption of an equal place within our alumni community. When the conferrals are complete, I shall then make a special presentation of the Principal's Medal, an award for academic and extracurricular endeavour to one of our graduates. The Principal's Medal will today be bestowed upon Leonardo Dinser of the Business School. St Salvator's Chapel Choir will then return to deliver a musical interlude, and we are thankful both to the choir and their director Claire Innes-Hopkins for the felicity they bring to this occasion. We will then proceed directly to the conferral of an honorary doctorate upon today's guest of honour, Billy Kay. To close our ceremony, the Chancellor will deliver her installation address. The ceremony will then conclude with the benediction and the graduation procession. At St Andrews, the academics and professional staff who have supported you, our graduands, are immensely proud of your accomplishments. But this ritual does not mark the end of your association with St Andrews. You are joining a vital community of alumni who have positively shaped the world around them for 613 years and who support one another in the present. So while you are graduating, you are not leaving our community, but taking the next step in your St Andrews experience. And it is our sincere hope that you will continue to engage as a St Andrean throughout your life. I shall now proceed to the installation of the Chancellor of the University. I call upon the Registrar and Clerk to the General Council, Dr. Rebecca Widowfield, to read the minute of election.
Election of the Chancellor. In accordance with Ordinance number 129 of the University Court, on the 24th of February 2026, the following notice was transmitted to the public press, to members of the University Court, and throughout the University. The General Council has elected Dame Anne Pringle, who won in a contested election, to serve as Chancellor of the University with immediate effect in succession to the late Right Honourable the Lord Campbell of Pittenweem.
I confirm that the election of Dame Anne Pringle as Chancellor of the University has been carried out according to ordinance and is valid. I call upon the convener of the University's Governance and Nominations Committee, Alison Johns.
Vice-Chancellor, as convener of the University's Governance and Nominations Committee, I now request that you install Dame Anne Pringle to the office of Chancellor of the University in the customary form.
I call upon Dame Anne Pringle to stand and take the oath of office. Are you prepared to take the oath admitting you to the office as Chancellor?
I am.
If you are able, please stand for the installation of the Chancellor. Euro me qua possum fide ac diligentia,
Euro me qua possum fide ac diligentia,
cancellari munere defunctorum,
cancellari muneri defunctorum,
studia omnia in hac Universitate Sancti Andreae,
studia omnia in hac Universitate Sancti Andreae,
ac privilegia procuratorum,
at privilegia procuratorum,
laudabiles eustem constitutiones sacrosanctas habituram,
laudabiles eustem constitutiones sacrosanctas habiturum.
The Chancellor has now taken the oath of office. Will the audience please be seated? We will now proceed to the robing ceremony. Induata toga. Let the Chancellor be invested in her robe of office. I will now wish the Chancellor good fortune, prosperity, and happiness in her new role. Quod felix fortunatumque sit. I call upon the Student President of Union Affairs, Alice Hodges, to give the loyal address to the Chancellor.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, special guests, and fellow students, it is my privilege to deliver the loyal address for our 38th Chancellor, Dame Anne Pringle. When asked both to welcome Dame Anne and to commit the loyalty of the student body, I confess I was initially uncertain how best to proceed. The most recent example of such an address dates back 20 years, and today we find ourselves in a very different context, an era defined by rapid change, intense competition, and profound social challenges. The office of Chancellor holds deep historical significance for St. Andrews and, like so many of this town's traditions, carries with it a uniquely rich heritage. Dame Anne, you bring not only an extraordinary record of achievement, recognised with an honorary degree by this university in 2022, but also the character to both adorn and actively shape this historic role for the benefit of St. Andrews' future. You have already acknowledged the challenge ahead, and we know that you are ready to face it. I first met Dame Anne when she visited the Students' Union to speak with fellow officers shortly after her election. Not, I should add, for a Pablo, or I'm sure many of us in this room might still recommend it, but to discuss the issues that matter most to students today. We were immediately struck by her insight, her attentiveness, and above all, her genuine commitment to engaging with student voices. The scale and impact of Dame Anne's contributions to this university are extraordinary. Indeed, they are quite literally all around us. The redevelopment of Younger Hall, among many other projects, took shape during her time on the University Court and as senior governor from 2016 to 2020. Her legacy also includes the Laidlaw Music Centre and new residences such as Powell and Whitehorn Halls. As was so fittingly said at her laureation, there is scarcely a part of this university that has not been touched by Dame Anne. As we have heard, the role of Chancellor has evolved over centuries, from one once held by the founders and archbishops of St. Andrews to one that today symbolises continuity, community, and connection. Though often described as an honorary role, its true significance lies in its ability to unite the university across generations. To our graduates, You may be wondering what this means for you as you leave St. Andrews. The Chancellor will play an important role in your ongoing relationship with this university, helping to strengthen the essential bond between its alumni and its future. You are stepping into postgraduate life at a time of considerable challenge, entering a highly competitive and uncertain world. In this, our Chancellor serves as a bridge between the university and that wider world you're about to enter, something especially fitting for someone whose own studies here first opened those horizons. And so, on behalf of the university, and especially of its students and graduates, Chancellor, I bid you a very warm welcome. We hope we will see you often, and we are certain that your time here will be as rewarding and inspiring for you as your leadership will be for us. I hope you enjoy returning to this town and university. It is an honor to deliver this loyal address, especially to someone who has already shown such loyalty to this institution and who will, we know, continue to do so. Thank you.
Hiding behind the maces. Thank you very much. Please pass my sincere appreciation and thanks to the Students' Association for that loyal address.
The Chancellor will now preside for the remainder of the ceremony.
Decanus Facultatis Artium.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Arts with Honours, Ellie Embley.
Te ad gradum magistri artium promoveo, cuius re in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Max Cody.
Et super te.
Amy Capraro.
Et super te.
Sarah Aziz.
Et super te.
Rory Fleming Stewart.
Et super te.
Zainab Haji.
Et super te.
Stella Molinelli.
Et super te.
Elena Pau.
Et super te.
Margarida Santana Prash.
Et super te.
Marley Smith.
Et super te.
Michael McGovern.
Et super te.
Andrew James.
Et super te.
Estelle Woodrow.
Et super te.
Maeve O'Sullivan.
Et super te.
Evangeline Cullen.
Et super te.
Ian Ju Chen.
Et super te.
Harry Mackenzie.
Et super te.
Amy Barnes.
Et super te.
Josephine Bon.
Et super te.
Oscar Braun.
Et super te.
Rohan Mehta.
Et super te.
James Van Drouw.
Et super te.
Alistair Grant.
Et super te.
Cadence Mack.
Et super te.
Sarah MacDonald.
Et super te.
Sophie Robinson.
Et super te.
Jamie Banks.
Et super te.
Fraser Dempster.
Et super te.
Sophia Cantilia.
Et super te.
Anna Marie Ross.
Et super te.
Sophia McLachlan Vasquez.
Et super te.
Cassidy Daniel.
Et super te.
Catherine Gardner.
Et super te.
Blanca González Urda.
Et super te.
Maria Guz.
Et super te.
Anna MacLeod.
Et super te.
Anna Shiblock.
Et super te.
Bailey Tolentino.
Et super te.
Rosie Woodman.
Et super te.
Fasai Cumming.
Et super te.
Emily Kemp.
Et super te.
Emma Young.
Et super te.
Dominica Commander.
Et super te.
Annabelle Lloyd Rafter.
Et super te.
Caitlin Hasty Eby.
Et super te.
Lachlan Knight.
Et super te.
Anna Cohen.
Et super te.
Daniel Ortiz.
Et super te.
Bella Comati.
Et super te.
Carter Riggs.
Et super te.
Mia Romanov.
Et super te.
Claire Hutton.
Et super te.
Ekaterina Kostakova.
Et super te.
Poppy Graham.
Et super te.
Maddie Bell.
Et super te.
Lily Andrews.
Et super te.
Tilly Frayne Bell.
Et super te.
Isabel Graham.
Et super te.
Sylvia Jeter.
Et super te.
Julia Petkoff.
Et super te.
Martha Stone Orgath.
Et super te.
Niamh Crichton.
Et super te.
Ariana Pia.
Et super te.
Hannah Straw.
Et super te.
Camille Serow.
Et super te.
Amalia Villegas.
Et super te.
Sebastian Filo.
Et super te.
Sarah Brock.
Et super te.
Ailey Hamilton.
Et super te.
Olivia Knox.
Et super te.
Madeline Nix.
Et super te.
Andrea Isabella Paun.
Et super te.
Megan Boxwell.
Et super te.
Greg Clark.
Et super te.
Laura Graham.
Et super te.
Millicent Mackenzie.
Et super te.
Claire Muller.
Et super te.
Ciara Rooney.
Et super te.
Benjamin Saint.
Et super te.
Carenza Williams.
Et super te.
Evelyn Wilkins.
Et super te.
Patrick Maitland.
Et super te.
Maisie Spalls.
Et super te.
Posey Earl.
Et super te.
Saviour Norton Edwards.
Et super te.
Claire Hunter.
Et super te.
Amy Mackey.
Et super te.
Hannah Edwards.
Et super te.
Annabelle Barch.
Et super te.
Ewan Graham.
Et super te.
Thane Graham.
Et super te.
Grace Reid.
Et super te.
Maylene Turner.
Et super te.
Colin Turner.
Et super te.
Lindsay Martin.
Et super te.
Benjamin Bagley.
Et super te.
Josh Lightwing.
Et super te.
Paul Chester.
Et super te.
Jasper Burke.
Et super te.
Rowan Hoover.
Et super te.
Emily Davis.
Et super te.
Thomas Gerry.
Et super te.
Pavlina Ivanova.
Et super te.
Nicholas Nasoufis.
Et super te.
Will Press.
Et super te.
Evie Riley.
Et super te.
Emma Nalani Fista.
Et super te.
Oliver Glenn.
Et super te.
Kezia Parry.
Et super te.
James Kearney.
Et super te.
Sasha Murray Thriplin.
Et super te.
Harry Hine.
Et super te.
Serena Palana.
Et super te.
Zoe Bremner.
Et super te.
Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Ronan Downey, Mairead Wiley, Ming Xiao Yong.
Eos absentus magistros artium renuncio.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Letters, Aidan Barber.
Te ad gradum magistri literarum promoveo, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc biretum impono.
Jacob Cousins.
Et super te.
Nicole Yegorova.
Et super te.
Kishore Venkatashalam.
Et super te.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Science, Alvaro Chavez Ocio.
Te ad gradum magistri scientiae promoveo, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc biretum impono.
Nicholas Morris.
Et super te.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled The Universe of Discourse in a Virtual World, Triangulating Discourse Syntax with VR-Mediated Corpora, Sensory Schemata, and Cognitive Simulation. Abdul Rashman Al-Said.
Te ad gradum doctoris philosophiae promoveo, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc biretum impono.
for a thesis entitled Gender Writing and the One-Child Policy in Chinese Children's Literature, 1993 to 2018. Run Yuan Bai.
Super Che.
For a thesis entitled Central Bank Asset Purchases, Theory and Practice, Jacob Stevens.
Super Che.
For a thesis entitled Dexterous Destroyers, the Literal and Figurative Horse as Educator in Early Modern France, 1500 to 1625, Catherine Stratton.
Super Che.
Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Victoria Grivina.
Eam absentum doctorum philosophiae renuncio. Decanus facultatis scientiae.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Charlie Burns.
Te ad gradum baccalaureae scientiae promoveo, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc biretum impono.
Giovanni Cabezas Rodriguez.
Et super te.
Kunva Chada.
Et super te.
Yongchin Chin.
Et super te.
Anushka Chauhan.
Et super te.
Dylan Dejahang.
Et super te.
Leonardo Dinsa.
Et super te.
Jack Fairbairn.
Et super te.
Archie Ferguson.
Et super te.
Matt Gartshaw.
Et super te.
Benjamin Gillis.
Et super te.
Cullen McGowan.
Et super te.
Aditya Mahapatra.
Et super te.
Flora McMahon.
Et super te.
Rory Munn.
Et super te.
Connor Shields.
Et super te.
Lewis Snedden.
Et super te.
Eliza Tetley.
Et super te.
Austin Thompson.
Et super te.
Gabrielle Vinay.
Et super te.
Gemma Wilson.
Et super te.
Rosie Ruan.
Et super te.
David Suleiman Waters.
Et super te.
Libby Ward.
Et super te.
Bartholomew Betita.
Et super te.
Charles Bowers.
Et super te.
Juliana Carlos.
Et super te.
Sebastian Chesse.
Et super te.
Harry Flockhart.
Et super te.
Philip Goossens.
Et super te.
Isabella Hurst.
Et super te.
Andrew Ibarra.
Et super te.
William Lawson.
Et super te.
Aaron Loftus Reed.
Et super te.
Diana Narančić.
Et super te.
Konstantina Papadopoulos.
Et super te.
Charles Reynolds.
Et super te.
Sophia Stephenson.
Et super te.
Christina Vitrenko.
Et super te.
Zeynep Kyra Yildirim.
Et super te.
Mika Intoven.
Et super te.
Hugo Fischerstrom.
Et super te.
Chun Yu Leon.
Et super te.
Emily Florio McDonald.
Et super te.
Ben Namey.
Et super te.
Isla Stephen Schneider.
Et super te.
Stephen Tiplady.
Et super te.
Lee Chuan Chin.
Et super te.
Julia Milani.
Et super te.
Flor Bindel.
Et super te.
Ines Shu Gonzalez.
Et super te.
Paulina Dorfman.
Et super te.
Charlotte Fernie.
Et super te.
Jack Ferry.
Et super te.
Anna Ivans.
Et super te.
Ashley Lim.
Et super te.
Yasmin McCallum.
Et super te.
Annabelle Robertson.
Et super te.
Tate Sedgwick.
Et super te.
Ryan Yared.
Et super T.
Yusuf Amar.
Et super T.
Catherine Bell.
Et super T.
Istvan Bishenye.
Et super T.
Elliot Bland.
Et super T.
Matthew Chivers.
Et super T.
Hampus Fischerström.
Et super T.
William Fong.
Et super T.
Oliver Foster.
Et super T.
Tapanshi Jahari.
Et super T.
Ziching Liao.
Et super T.
Rafael Machado.
Et super T.
Marcus Papakanalu.
Et super T.
Catherine Parrish.
Et super T.
Benjamin Pott.
Et super T.
Gaetano Rizzo.
Et super T.
Cecilia Rodiger.
Et super T.
Oliver Scott.
Et super T.
Beatrice Salt.
Et super T.
Fraser Whitecross.
Et super T.
Lewis Penman Zhao.
Et super T.
Deacon Benham.
Et super T.
Luisa Bokor Langi Ironyoshi Van Knoblau.
Et super T.
Caden Ferguson.
Et super T.
Myra Kapoor.
Et super T.
Kasturi Kakare.
Et super T.
Richard Lockmiller.
Et super T.
Serene Marier.
Et super T.
Gregor Miller.
Et super T.
Avik Sanyal.
Et super T.
Josefina Haloa.
Et super T.
Cameron Lardner.
Et super T.
Arthur Ponsonby.
Et super T.
Ewan Sanderson.
Et super T.
Alex Askew Runo Roich.
Et super T.
Frederick Barbich.
Et super te.
Hannah Batty.
Et super te.
Noemi Bellotta.
Et super te.
Korade Erin Oliowa.
Et super te.
Lupo Esposito.
Et super te.
Sophie Granite.
Et super te.
Ariman Gupta.
Et super te.
Mark Coe.
Et super te.
Louis Kuhn Havenek.
Et super te.
Lenny Lemke.
Et super te.
Clara Latorno.
Et super te.
Matt Macon.
Et super te.
Fiona McGurk.
Et super te.
Max McNeil.
Et super te.
Agat Merlevid.
Et super te.
Greer Miller.
Et super te.
Emily Orbell.
Et super te.
Lara Otto.
Et super te.
Max Richards.
Et super te.
Laura Stralak.
Et super te.
Luke Twigger.
Et super te.
Kyle Klein.
Et super te.
Lucy Dillaway.
Et super te.
Jasmine Smallridge.
Et super te.
Fabian Thies.
Et super te.
Ali Thorson.
Et super te.
Evan Walmstrom.
Et super te.
Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Andre Bertgusam, Phoebe Chan, Anthea Chong, Archeta Goyal, Jinwan Kim, Ashmek Khalifa, Shiyuan Ping, Xiaorei Wu.
Eos absentes baccalaureus scientiae renuncio.
Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree of Master of Science in absentia on Liam McLaughlin.
Eum absentem magistrum scientiae renuncio. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor.
I would now like to introduce the Principal's Medal. This award was inaugurated 17 years ago with a gift from 3 anonymous donors and is now supported by Eade and Ravenscroft, believed to be the oldest firm of tailors and robe makers in the world. The award of the Principal's Medal recognises students who display exceptional endeavour and achievement during their time at St Andrews. The medal may be awarded to final year undergraduates and postgraduates in any discipline, and the achievements celebrated are both academic and extracurricular. Today, the Principal's Medal is being awarded to a truly outstanding student, Leonardo Dinser, who has just graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Economics. Leonardo's academic record at St Andrews has been nothing short of exceptional. Throughout his studies, he has demonstrated a level of intellectual ability and sustained performance that is genuinely rare, even within this most distinguished student body. His consistent first-class honours record has placed him among the very highest achievers of his cohort and secured his place on the Dean's List in every year of his degree. His excellence has been recognised at every stage of his studies. In his first year, Leonardo was awarded the William Blair Memorial Prize as the most distinguished student in economics, and in second year, he received the Nisbet Prize for the highest average grades in his cohort. Most recently, he has been awarded a Principal Scholarship for Academic Excellence for 2025 to 2026. Such a succession of honours speaks not only to talent, but to discipline, consistency, and a deeply serious engagement with his field. Yet, Leonardo's intellectual achievements extend beyond grades alone. His tutors speak highly of his ability to combine analytical precision with exceptional technical fluency, moving with ease between economic theory, advanced quantitative methods, and modern computational tools. As a research assistant and co-author, he has contributed to demanding machine learning-based projects, producing work of a standard rarely seen at undergraduate level. His independence, clarity of thought, and responsiveness to feedback mark him already as a scholar of considerable distinction. His achievements have also been recognised beyond the university. Following his second year, Leonardo received a National Academic Achievement Award from Upreach, a leading social mobility organisation, in recognition of his outstanding performance. This honour, celebrated at the Mansion House in London, also brought wider attention to his accomplishments, including a live interview with the BBC. It is, however, essential to understand the context in which this remarkable record has been achieved. Leonardo's path to success has not been straightforward. Through determination, self-reflection, and effective use of the support available to him, he has transformed his academic trajectory. He has not only improved his performance, but also sustained this excellence over time, a testament to his resilience, judgment, and exceptional capacity for growth. Alongside his academic work, Leonardo has demonstrated remarkable enterprise. At just 18, he founded a software company developing bespoke systems for a diverse range of clients. Over time, this venture has grown to serve organisations including businesses, schools, and the NHS. He has managed every aspect of the enterprise himself, from client acquisition to technical delivery, using this to support his studies financially. He has further extended this work commendably, mentoring younger students by offering them practical experience and guidance as they begin their own professional journeys. Leonardo's sense of responsibility is perhaps most powerfully reflected in his role as a caregiver. During his time at university, this has involved considerable practical and emotional commitment, including frequent long-distance travel and the management of complex responsibilities. He speaks of this not as a burden, but as his greatest achievement, an expression of loyalty and compassion that commands the highest respect. In addition to all this, Leonardo has undertaken demanding professional internships, including work with the UK Government Economic Service as part of the strategic modelling team. Here, he independently developed a database front-end tool that improved internal processes, earning him a formal reward and recognition voucher from senior leadership. Through all these endeavours, Leonardo has demonstrated a rare combination of intellectual excellence, resilience, leadership, and generosity of spirit. He is thoughtful, grounded, and deeply committed to making a positive difference in the lives of others. He is, in every sense, the embodiment of the exceptional endeavour and achievement that the Principal's Medal seeks to recognise. Leonardo, in recognition of your many accomplishments during your time at St Andrews, it gives me really great pleasure to bestow upon you the Principal's Medal. Please come up.
I call upon Professor Peter Mackay of the School of English.
Chancellor, it is my privilege to present for the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa Billy Kay. As a writer, broadcaster, poet, playwright, producer, and director, Billy Kay has been one of the most eloquent, passionate, and influential advocates for the Scots language and for a fuller understanding of Scottish history and culture. His work celebrates Scots as boasting one of the broadest literatures in Renaissance Europe and is a rich, evocative language of over 1.5 million people today. It challenges the long-standing denigration of the language, and it has given a voice and validation to generations of Scots speakers in ways that are, in the words of James Robertson, life-affirming, emotionally and intellectually liberating. In the Edinburgh Review, Brian Holton wrote, "Whole new tracts of Scotland have been opened up for broadcasting thanks to him. And he has shown us that we can and do speak naturally and easily in a language of grace, dignity and power. Much of his work has been moving, delightful, even inspiring." Born in Goston, Ayrshire, and educated at Goston High School, Kilmarnock Academy, and Edinburgh University, Kay is, like Robert Burns before him, a lad born in Kyle and a gifted linguist who speaks French, German, and Portuguese, as well as his native English and Scots. As a producer for the BBC, he created the acclaimed Odyssey series, recording the oral history of the Scottish working class, as well as many radio documentaries on Scottish culture. He has presented TV programmes on the mother tongue and Minors, a school's documentary series, Hodger Tongue, written plays for radio and the stage, and the hugely influential books Scots, the Mother Tongue, The Scottish World, and his celebrated love letter to Ayrshire, Born in Kyle. His radio programme, Fresh Fragrant Clarets, won the UK Wine Guild Houghton Award. He co-authored the book Knee Deep in Claret with Callan MacLean, and he's an honorary member of 2 wine confraternities in Bordeaux. He has also won a Heritage Society Award and an Oliver Award for his promotion of Scottish identity, and the Sloane Prize from the University of St Andrews. He is a keen campaigner for Scottish independence and has frequently represented Scotland overseas, winning the Mark Twain Award from the St Andrews Society of the State of New York. Writing in the mother tongue in 1986, Kay argued that there is no philological reason why Scots should not rise, like Icelandic or Norwegian, from being regarded as a provincial dialect to becoming a full-blown national language, regarded as such the world over. All that is lacking here is the will. For the moment, though, Standard Scots as an official language of Scotland is a million miles away. Well, last year, Scots did become one of the official leads of Scotland, and the work and will of Billy Kay has played a crucial role in making that possible. Chapeau. Chancellor, in recognition of his major contribution to Scottish culture and the Scots language, I invite you to confer the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa on Billy Kay.
Te ad gradum doctoris literarum honoris causa promoveo, cuius re in symbolum super te hoc biretum impono.
Tapalat for these kind words, Peter, and thank you, Chancellor, for conferring this honour upon me. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates, it's a privilege to share this wonderful day with you. I'd like to continue the classical theme by recalling that when ancient boroughs like St Andrews were founded in the reign of David I in the 12th century, he addressed the inhabitants as Scottis et Anglis, Frankis et Flemingis, the Scots, English, French and Flemish, who inhabited what we proudly called the community of the realm. Scotland, then, was a multinational, multicultural and multilingual country from its very beginnings. And I'm pleased to say that this continues today, where diversity is cherished. A civic rather than an ethnic national identity prevails, and all you need to do to belong is to want to belong, to respect the culture and to return the love that we bestow upon it. And this is now your role, to show how much you cherish your time here and to become ambassadors for Scotland in the world wherever you go. To engage with us in the soft diplomacy that we're very good at, from the brilliance of our scientific inventions to the gallus charm of the Tartan Army. And I was a foot soldier in Boston, ladies and gentlemen. Scotland forever. I was brought up in Ayrshire by parents who gave my culture and language ringing endorsements with old Scots proverbs like, "Them wi' a good Scots tongue in their heed, son, are fit to gan o'er the world." I took that philosophy with me on my travels, and when the philanthropist Andrew Carnegie applied for a job in Pittsburgh as a young man in 1870, and the boss asked him if he was native born, Andrew replied, "No, sir, I'm a Scotsman." When he recalled the incident in later life, he said that it made him feel as proud as ever Roman did when it was their boast to say, "I am a Roman citizen." Carnegie was part of that great Scottish tradition called the democratic intellect, where from the Reformation, Scots of every class had access to education, and we still do, and you've been part of it here in one of our most prestigious institutions. Now, gin ye hae a good Scots or a Gaelic tongue in your head, please use it wherever you go. But even if you don't have a good Scots tongue in your head, you can still leave here with a good Scots heart beating in your breast. And we'll love you for keeping it beating strongly wherever you go. And remember, in the words of Robert Burns, "Nae treasure nor pleasure could mak us happy lang. The heart eyes the peart eye that makes us recht or wrang. The heart is always the part that makes us right or wrong." Gang for it fi here, fellow graduates, and get hurt. Go forth from here in good heart, but haste ye back. Come back and see us whenever you can. Thank you very much.
Graduates, families, friends and colleagues, it is the honour of my life to stand before you today as the first woman elected to serve as Chancellor of this university in over 6 centuries. Centuries is, by any measure, quite a long recruitment process. But it is also a moment of real progress and a reminder that even venerable institutions are capable of change. Perhaps unsurprisingly, my election sparked some online commentary. One wit remarked, "Congratulations, St. Andrews, on discovering women after 600 years. Another expressed concern about my entourage, particularly the chief mace bearer, but trusted I would keep him under tight control. Like many of you, I feel a deep connection to St. Andrews, to its spirit, traditions, enduring sense of purpose. I first came here as a child on family holidays, studied here in the 70s, and later, at the end of my diplomatic career, I returned to serve in the university court. To stand here now as Chancellor feels like a deeply privileged homecoming. I would like to pay tribute to my distinguished predecessor, Lord Campbell of Pittenweem, who served this university with distinction for almost 20 years. We both grew up in Glasgow, you can probably hear from the accent, and I came to know him well during my time on court. I share his deep commitment to fairness, public service, and will do my utmost to represent and promote the interests and values of the university as he did. The principal and I chose to hold this installation during a graduation ceremony because, quite simply, this day belongs to you. Graduation is often described as an ending. In truth, it's more like a beginning. Each of you arrived here with questions. Some of you found answers. Many of you found better questions. That, more than anything, is the mark of an educated mind. And what a moment to be stepping out into the world. You're graduating into an age that can feel noisy, fast-moving, and confusing. Never before have so many people had access to so much information and yet felt so unsure about what is true, what is worth defending, or even what it means to live a good life. Every day seems to bring new challenges: technological transformation, climate change, political division, conflict. It's easy to look at all this and feel that uncertainty is something new. But here's the thing: every generation has felt that. What matters is not uncertainty itself, but how you respond to it. Because human beings are not passengers in history. History is shaped by people, by individuals who decide to act, to question, to build, and sometimes simply to persist. Very often those people are young, people like you. And you bring with you remarkable strengths. Yours is an age of astonishing power. Never before has humanity possessed tools, such tools to communicate, to cure disease, to understand the universe, and to shape economies and societies. You are more globally connected than any generation before you. You speak more openly about mental health, identity, and difference. You're willing to challenge assumptions that no longer hold. These are not small things. They're signs of progress, and they matter. The world does not need you to have everything perfectly mapped out. If it did, most of us in this hall would be in serious trouble. What it does need is your imagination, your energy, and your willingness to question and care. So let me offer you a few reflections. Firstly, protect your character more fiercely than your CV. Value real human connection in a world of constant distraction. Be ambitious, but remain kind. And ask yourself not only what future you hope to find, but what role you will play in shaping it. And when things do not go to plan, and let me reassure you that happens quite often, Remember that uncertainty is not failure. More often than not, it is where growth begins. In the years to come, people may not remember your exam results, except perhaps your amazing parents, your professors, and the principal to whom we owe a profound debt of gratitude for making St. Andrews the institution it is today. But they will remember whether you acted with integrity, whether you helped others feel included, braver, more hopeful. Today you join a community that extends far beyond this hall and this moment. You carry St. Andrews with you, its history, its spirit, its belief in the power of the human mind to seek truth across centuries and storms. That inheritance now belongs to you. Use it well. And remember, the world does not need perfection from you, but it does need you. My warmest congratulations to you all. If you are able, please stand for the benediction.
Oremus. Gratia Domini nostri Iesu Christi, et caritas Dei, et communicatio Spiritus Sancti, sit cum omnibus nobis, in saecula saeculorum. Amen.